Okay, we are back. Last time we finished up doing the new area. We got this dungeon done twice because I discovered a strange reset. So we were able to clear the dungeon twice. We got this done. We did a little bit of exploration, filling in some of the map. And then we rode down to the capital and got the main quest done to unlock the caravan. Did a little bit of shopping and finished the quest for the merchant in Brand's docks. And since we did him that favor, he will sell us he'll sell his gear to us in a couple days, he said. So I'm not entirely sure what triggers him opening his shop. I have read the quest on the wiki, but it is very unclear how the quest works, so obviously whoever runs the wiki has not, or whoever contributes to the wiki doesn't have the data mined information on it. So we, especially since they don't know it doesn't have any, it explains that there's a failure state, which I know there is one because I have experienced the failure state to his quest. But the wiki doesn't explain what the trigger is for that either. It does know that past a certain level is when the quest is available. So that was semi-helpful information for myself. But we're just going to spend... I might need to go into town to get some more food though. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go into town. Let me just get a drink before we leave. We're gonna go back into town and probably go to the bakery, which I don't know if I've yet gone to the bakery in any of the playthroughs that we've done on the channel. I may have popped my head in there like once or twice. I don't think I've ever actually bought anything from the bakery though. In the early, or when they originally added Brand to the game, because in the early stages of the game, the map was actually set up quite differently. This town was here normally, and Brand did appear below it, but the starting town actually was on this side of the map over here. Trying to remember where I was going with this. Oh yes, I don't believe... I can't recall. I don't think this vendor was here initially when the town first came out. Because this is... And obviously the cooking recipes weren't in the game because they added those with the caravan update. But now that you can cook your own food, this vendor becomes a lot more useful because he's got, you know, the components to making food, as well as he's got some pretty like fancy dishes that you can use for cooking, as well as some additives to enhance your dishes, and a handful of fancy recipes. But before, when you couldn't cook your own food, I found the bakery was one of the best places to acquire food for your long journeys, because the pie, I think it didn't spoil in 3 days before, but it's one of those multiple consumable things, and I think it restored more hunger a while back, and I don't think it had the thirst penalty on it. But yeah, the fact that it could have 4 storage, and I'm pretty sure that it lasted more than 3 days. I think it was more like 12 or 8 or something like that. The fact that it recovered so much food hunger over time by just eating each individual piece of it, as well as it gave a piece of cloth. As you can see, the pie is resting on cloth. It gives a piece of cloth once you're done eating it, that you can use as a bandage, or you can get another piece of cloth and turn it into one of these bandages. Was quite a useful just easy pick up, eat over the next couple of days. Which we can do right now. I just don't know if 3 days, because these breads last longer. So do the pancakes. 40 times 4. Yeah, this would be times 3. So this is a little bit more effective than the pancakes, if I were to buy the same amount of pancakes. The only difference being that the pie takes up less space in the inventory, as well as it costs a little bit cheaper, though the hunger on it is a little bit less. But it does provide fatigue resistance. The pancakes are still better. I think we'll buy the pie, just so I can show off the how it works. So we'll eat that, and I guess since we're over here, we might as well explore on this side first, since we can see there's some question marks over there. Oops. Okay. So we will head out the west side. And do we want to explore downwards first? Sure. Let's do that. So let's explore on this side so that if we want to bring the caravan back to Bran, we'll have the ability to park the caravan down one tile here, making a slightly shorter distance into the town on this side, which is where a majority of the vendors we want to get to are, and about the same distance to this tile, which is another district that we want to explore. This district tends to be my least spent in district. It used to be the most, because before the caravan update, you could actually pick up quests, and there were 3 dungeons around Bran. It was kind of the late game questing area, but they've pretty much moved all the questing from here. It hasn't opened up on the map, but there's a town over here now. Pretty much moving the dungeon locations out of the main capital and into that new town that they opened up. Okay, I think the beach should be on the bottom of this zone, if not in the next tile. Yeah, I don't think the beach is going to show up in this tile. Nope. Okay, the beach will show up on this tile probably, right? Yep. Okay. Luckily the game finally put a beach in, because I remember I used to just zone into the ocean a while back. But now we actually have a tile with beach on it, which is cool. So I just have to be careful not to cross the river that kind of splits the zones, because once you cross the river you start fighting level 3 bandits. So we want to stay on this side of the river. Because everything around this area should be level 2 bandits at most. Can you still drink out of the ocean? Yep. I wonder if this stick, just to taint my own curiosity. Okay. It just model-wise looks different, but it's still a regular stick. I was wondering if it was a larger stick in the inventory. Okay. I'm gonna keep exploring till we hit the river, and then we're gonna do a little rotation and start heading back and picking up these question marks. Okay, we're on the river tile. So now I will head up. We'll take another munch on our pie. So I'm thinking we're gonna need at least 2 or 3 days before that guy opens up shop. And I think we've now, if the sun comes up, will be 1 day. So we're gonna need to at least get a couple more days going. Okay, we still have to be a little bit careful because I have seen tier 3 bandits spawn on this side of the river. Okay, those are tier 2s. Perfect. Okay, that didn't drop anything I wanted. Is it next level that I get some more axe? Now we got all the axe stuff. 5 more levels until we get down at here. So we're probably going to go into warfare next. Or the armor tree. Armored Capet. Sorry, it was just checking out that talent. So I don't think we're going to be wanting to be wasting a lot of our rounds popping defensive cooldowns. We're just going to pretty much go full offense with our two-handed and then just rely on our armor once we start getting heavy armor to kind of tank the blows for us while we just kind of hammer away at any enemies on screen. Okay, I'm guessing that this is a road shrine. Could be a broken caravan wagon. It is. the grape wagon. That's fine, we can stick this in here. Okay, this is going to be another little chunk of XP. Grab the reg. And the other reg. There's the ladle that we could have gotten otherwise here. I don't think we need it anymore because we have the other one. I'll leave the pot here as well. We do need charcoal though, so I will grab that. Did we check this barrel? I can't recall. Well, if we did, there's nothing in it. Puppy, nails, rope. I'll grab some rope. No more charcoal. I think I need one more. That one upgrade that I want. Okay, well that's fine. There's some charcoal in the second city that's just lying around some burnt houses. We can get it there. I have to be careful because usually in this zone there's a lot of spider nests. And I think there's a chance for tier 3 bandits to be at this camp here. If this is a camp. It is a camp. Okay, those are tier 2s. Perfect. Took a little damage there, but we're good. And we get mace treaties too. And get some XP from that. Throw that on the ground. So I could turn those into bandages. Bandages. Okay, let's take another eat here. Drink. Okay. Ooh. Tier 3 one-handed flail. Sure. Okay. I'll save here. Okay. Let's move up to this another question mark up here. My fatigue isn't too bad. We got 2 question marks. Okay, I don't know what tier these guys are. Tier 2, I think. Yeah, tier 2, I believe. There we go. Okay, the hand's still injured pretty bad, but that's fine. Put some of this stuff in here. Put the rope in here, I guess. I'll just do a quick save. I'm gonna take a quick look here. Fruit salad requires berries and fruit. But we also don't have a bowl on us. Is there a bowl sitting around in the camp? No. Alright, we'll hold off for that for now. Are these considered berries? Yeah, they are. Not fruit. Doggos. Lots of hunting dogs. Okay. Should have probably healed up that, but was being a bit stubborn about it. Did that man catcher guy run off screen, or is he just chilling over here somewhere? Yeah, it looks like he ran off screen. Okay. Not sure why I switched over to heroism, but I'll take it. Frickin' wild dogs. Okay. Come at me. Okay. Come at me. Yeah, stop with your yelling. Okay. Okay. Do I feel ballsy enough to deal with this? I don't know. This would be a pain. Maybe I can get the treasure chest though. Maybe I'll fight one of them. See how it looks like. Okay, we did decent. Didn't get intoxicated by them, which is good. Okay, a little intoxicated. Let's heal our hand up a bit. Well, we might as well clear it out, I think. So yeah, we got a rag. We just have to be careful about it. I think we might as well do it since we've kind of semi-cleared it. Okay. Okay. We need to eat this. There we go. Oh, there's one more hornet. Hornet honey. Okay, I can make a bandage out of these. Sleep till morning. There we go. Drink some, eat some. Okay. Sells for a decent amount if we can find a vendor that can buy it. I'll save. Perfect. Touch the top of the map. Our immunity is dropped to a point, but we can get that back easily enough. This is another bandit camp. Uh-oh. That is not a bandit camp. Well, luckily we ran into bandits to distract them. That has given us enough distance that they're not going to chase us, so we can just deal with this guy. Nice. Okay, well we didn't get the spotting on it, unfortunately. But I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay. I have to be careful approaching, but we can probably get in here and get the discovery on the location. There we go. Crawler burrow discovered. Gets us a little bit closer to leveling to level 9. Pretty sure that this here is the troll tower. I don't think we get to discover it, but we can check anyways. Because we found out until you pick up the quest, okay, you do get to discover it. Until you pick up the quest, the troll does not spawn on the map. And it's actually considered a separate layer, I think. I think it's considered a completely different tile. So, I think how the programming works for this is the grid-based system that is the map layer and how it like inputs what spawns in when you zone through the, you know, the arrows on the side of the map. You click that and then you link into this map. This map is a temporary map that sits on this tile so long as it spawns, wherever it spawns on the map, because I don't think these are static, completely static locations. Because I have noticed that like this... Well, maybe these are static locations. I'm not sure. This seems about the same distance that it always is from the town. I know the dungeons are now less static. They used to be more permanent when the caravan patch came through, but it looks like he has created some more variants. Or maybe I was just getting extremely lucky that I was getting very similar seeds or something that allowed for the exact same layout. But what I'm guessing is in the programming for this zone is that this is a temporary tile that appears. The watchtower with no troll on it. And that's why you get the XP. And then you get the XP again when you zone into here when the when you've gone and talked and gotten the quest for the troll. And then the troll actually is standing right here. And then there's a bunch of guards all dead and, you know, their random loot like this kettle hat and some bows and whatnot. And arrows, I think, are scattered around on the ground to simulate that they were fighting the troll. But yeah, there's nothing to do here yet until we pick up the quest. We have the rope, and I did use one of my splints. I might as well pick up the sticks while we're here. And make these into splints. Let me move the shield in here. Does this fit? I think I have 2 more slots in here, right? No. Used it all up. Okay. Fine. That is fine. Okay. Let's go to the top of the map so that we can zone in. Multiple zones so that we can clear out some more of this map. Okay. Got another question mark over here. I think I'm gonna have to start being careful though, because I think we're gonna start zoning into zones with tier 3s if we're not super careful. So we got a question mark here. Frickin' snakes. Okay. Okay. I don't like that intoxication, but that's fine. So now we kind of have a choice. We can go into this tree or we can start working on warfare. I just don't know if we're gonna do war cry. That does increase crit, which is nice with the axe. Sure. Sure, let's get war cry. Well, war cry. That's a maneuver. This is a stance. We can war cry into going for offense tactics. Possibly. Level 10's next level. Successful strikes and shots apply their target with crit avoidance, fortitude for 5 turns. This effect stacks up to 5 times, increases the negative impact of characters' actions upon enemies' will to fight by 33%. Yeah, we can get intimidation. I think making the enemies run will be a kind of defensive tactic for what we're trying to do with this two-handed build. Since we don't want to spend a whole lot of time on defensive cooldowns, we're pretty much just wanting to go like all offense. Being able to scare people easier. As much as it's annoying because enemies run away. Which means that we might lose out on experience, but it will be good inside of dungeons because enemies can't zone off maps in dungeons. Did I miss the question mark in the zone? Yes, I did. Okay. Must be a bandit camp, considering how many bandits we've been seeing. Yeah, I like literally just skirted around it by accident. Hi. Interesting. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. We got a bowl. So we could make some food now. Save here. Okay, we're gonna need another lentils. There's a leak. You need 2 lentils, right? Yeah, 2 lentils for lentil soup. There we go. Okay. Let's eat that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I needed that for the upgrade that we need to get. Okay. I think we go up so I can fill my water pouch up here. Did I save? I don't remember if I did. I should do that. Okay. Let's go up here, fill up our water. Maybe do a wider berth. But maybe we might just start heading back now. I think we're getting close to 2 days. No, go away, wolves. Piece of cloth. Okay. Drink while we're here. Another alternative is that we could go and grab the caravan or the wagon guy and move all the way down here. Because the orchard should be right here. Okay, let's do some exploring over here, just so that we can move the caravan over to this dungeon. Let's at least figure out where the dungeon is. The bandit one that sits around here somewhere. As well as maybe where the ranger's hut is. So we know where to recruit the ranger. There's a good chance that that's the ranger. Okay, tier 1 bandits. Cheese, carrot. But this could also be the dungeon. Any more tier 1s. Actually, that's a tier 2 archer, I think. Ugh. Jeez, I'm tired today. Okay. Huh. Usually the dungeon spawns in a forest tile. But I will take it. It's weird that they're all like tier 1-ish. I think this guy's considered a tier 2. I think that guy's a tier 2, but these guys are all tier 1s. Okay. Take that charcoal. Don't want those. Oh, the dungeon's not open. Maybe that's why they're tier 1s. Rope. Okay. I'm not sure where the ranger is, but I'm assuming that they're a little bit over here. But at least we explored this area, know where the dungeon is, so now we can stick the caravan. Probably want to stick it here, so let's move over 1 just so that we spot this tile. Let's just keep going north and exploring a little bit more. Okay, maybe this is the hunter's hut, but I don't think it is. Oh geez, I got chest injury. Let's eat the cheese. I'll go over to this question mark. Hopefully my chest will heal up by then. Is this a deer hunting ground, considering how many deer we saw? No. It is a bandit camp. Okay, piece of cloth. Looks like my chest got heavier damage on it, so let's actually just use one of our healing cells. Pop off our injury. Those are worth some money. Okay. Wolf pelt. We don't need this. We don't really need this. So we could fit this in. I could drop the cloth, I guess, to get this in. Eat the carrot. We could also make another splint. Real quick. Okay, let's do a quick save. And a sleep just to get rid of some of our fatigue. Then we will head on back down looking for the caravan guy. Or not caravan. Don't know what to call it at the moment. My brain's kind of not in the right place to be thinking this hard about this. The guy in the wagon. I forget what you would call somebody who taxi services you back in the old days. Okay, we're at the orchard. Take take a sip. Okay, what's up, buddy? Let's sell you... Okay, he doesn't buy this. But he does buy pretty much everything else. But we can also wait a bit. What's this? Health and bleed with some dodge. Guess we could grab that. Might cost a bit to repair though. What about this? Armor damage and crit. You know what? I like the Berserker's Ring. Damage taken though. But armor damage though. And crit chance. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. How do I make room to get it in? We'll drop this ring. We'll pick up this. Sell this. Okay. Don't think I want to pick up anything else. Did I put this stuff in the caravan? No. To remember to do that. Okay. Give me a ride. Too bad he won't give you a ride to the actual caravan. Well, we'll move down here. We can sell off some of our stuff in town. Okay, that isn't considered stealing. Let's sell something else to this guy. Just to make some room. Pick up this straw. Is there any other straw lying around that I can maybe pick up? Yes. Okay, I think we required 2 straw or something for one of the upgrades to the caravan. Okay, let's go to the printing press guy because we have a book to sell. Okay, we'll keep this. We need to keep that. We'll sell this. We'll sell the shield as well. Do we want to keep the crafting kit? Maybe. But probably not. We want to keep this. So let's move this around. We'll stick this in here. Do we want to keep... I'll keep the other one as well. Sure, why not? Do I want to keep these? I think I will. Okay, selling pretty much... Do we hold on to the liquor? I know there's recipes for it, but let's possibly sell at least that one. That one's more expensive. Okay. So let's start dumping some of this stuff currently. We'll go to the general goods vendor. Oh, I didn't sell the book. Curses me. Okay. Sell all the general stuff. You won't buy that. Maybe the medical guy will, though. Does this guy have anything we want? Doesn't super look like it. Okay. We will move on to this guy. Okay, cool. You will buy the hornet honey. We'll see if the innkeeper here will buy this liquor. Good. Fig, elven citrus. And meat. Hot. Interesting. Okay. We could buy some food and we might, let's grab this. Just so we have an additional plate, and I'll just grab another one. Just so we have another plate on hand. We'll stick that in the caravan. Then we'll get rid of this book. Can we have any old coins on us while we're still in town? Okay, we'll check the elf as we go up too, just to see if he's gotten any equipment yet. Nope. No equipment yet from you. Okay. Sell the book. Then we have the jeweler to hit up. We have a couple things to do in the dock because we want to get. Actually, I need to grab some medical supplies before we zone off because when we go to the other town, we won't be able to get medical supplies for a while. So let's grab more of these. We can ship them straight to the caravan. Just like really stuck up on these. I think we have plenty of bandages. We can always make more splints, that's easy. I'll grab, well, I think they still sell the herbal astrax packet, so we'll just, those are fine. That's all we need at the moment. Okay, we're gonna go down to the jeweler. What is my current rep with this town? We need like 500 more. Oh, there's some charcoal. And it's not considered stealing to grab it. Okay, we got the jeweler. You got anything neat for me? No. Repair this. Yeah, that's considered leather. Neat. So we have something to use our leather scraps on now, including our belt. I might pick up another one of these rings too. If the Scandinavian styled guy, and he's here, is this the one that sells? Yeah, this one sells hides. Ooh, we could buy the iron ingot. Sure, let's do it. Because we only needed the one more to finish off the quest. Norse belt. Crit and fumble chance. We'll stay away from that for now. I think I want the metal belt. The one with block rating on it. Well, maybe we want this one. Crit. You know what? Doesn't cost that much anyways. Should be better for that one than that one for now. And then we'll check the general goods. Sell this belt. He's got a two-handed mace. And not too much in equipment. Don't think I got the wheels yet. Do we want the wheels? We should check the the vendor and see this. If this vendor is available for business yet. Because I'm gonna need to spend some money on him. Okay, I think he's ready. Perfect. Do we sell the repair kit? I think we do. Okay. So we want at least 2 pouches, I think. One for our camp and one for our person. And then we're gonna want a burglar backpack, I think. Yeah, I think we want a burglar backpack. I'll just do a quick switcheroo. Well, by switcheroo, we'll have to also move this stuff into here. Will he buy these? No, he won't. Okay. Going to be a little bit confusing, so we're going to have to drop this on the ground, pull more stuff out, drop it on the ground, drop it all on the ground. Okay, it's now become a bag that we can stick in there. Stick this here, and we will fill this up with our stuff. Open it up. Stick our crowbar in here. Grab all this. Okay. Let's open this back up. Stick this in here. I don't think we need all these lockpicking tools, but it's fine. Okay. Let's grab one more crowbar. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the caravan and move it to the other city now. Oh, I should have probably sold the purses. That's fine, we'll just store them for now, I guess. Actually, I could just toss them on the ground. They're not worth much anyways. Okay, we got the 5th one of these. And then I should... There we go. Should have at least one of the upgrades for the caravan if I do this. And we got the cooking pot. Upgrade. Sleeping arrangements. We need a rope. I thought I picked up one. Did I turn it into... Can you make rope out of one thread? No. Okay. I need to move some of this stuff out. Need to remember to repair my crowbars. I could have sworn that I had rope. I must have either not picked it up or I used it on Splint. Alright, let's head out. Tell me about the quartermaster. Time to hit the road. Let's go up to the town. We'll do the bottom corner because I kind of get in the habit of moving to the northeast whenever I zone off the map. And if I put it next to the town, then I get turned around confused a little bit. So we'll just do it this way. I'll sleep till morning. Get our thirst up. And we'll eat this. Stick this plate away. And head on into town. I guess I need the contract on me. Oh, and I need these two to hand in for the quest. Okay, is there anything else? Nope. Okay. Off we go. Also need to remember to repair the crowbar, so I'm gonna probably have to take that out of my bag. Oh, I also need to remember to... Let's pull this out. I also need to remember about this. Okay, let's hand in this quest. Okay, there's the chain belt. Yeah, we'll hold on to the one we currently have at the moment. The Dane... oh, I thought it was a Danex. Militia Logix. I think we already looked at this one. I think I didn't like that the body part damage was so low. And what do you have? Neat. Do need the rope. Okay. No. Let's stick this back in here. And we will hand in the caravan quest. Or, sorry, the mainline quest. Oh, we have the... Oh, that's kind of bad for us. We have the... contract completion, which means we have one less contract in this town. Contract time limits are shorter, which is annoying. Contract reputation gain is better. Alcohol selling prices and medical supplying prices are better. Okay. That means we can sell this alcohol for a decent amount. That we have in here. Or maybe not, I don't know. It seemed like a good price. Okay, I think let's drop this on the ground. I got a decent amount of money too. We'll go back and get the bed upgrade for one. We'll store this because we don't need to carry around a one-handed sword on us. Tent upgrade. Think we got one more, didn't we? No. We need to buy that. Did I get the dummy? No. Whatever. Okay. Our caravan's kind of coming along a little bit. Get the contract thing done. Okay, he marks on the map the 2 extra cities to get contracts. And as much as I think that this will be a bit of a shorter stream, I'm getting a bit tired. I don't really have the energy to, you know, be as talkative, and not being as talkative means a slightly less entertaining stream. I don't really want to create a unentertaining experience for anyone who cares to watch. So we will end it for today. Try to get into a habit of getting these out every day. Just had a tough work week last week, so I think my schedule gets to be a little bit more consistent this next week. So I might be able to do my double streams like I was doing for a little while. But anyways, till the next episode, anyone who watched to the end, thank you. Have a great day.